Over the last couple of years, Xiaomi's presence in the lower or the mid-range smartphone segment is really noticeable with its Redmi and Redmi Note series. While the Redmi series is always been dominating in the lower segment, such as the last year Redmi 3AS Prime was the highest selling smartphone in the online segment. To take the legacy forward, Xiaomi introduced the new Redmi smartphone in the month of May, and that is the Redmi 4. This new Xiaomi Redmi 4 not only have to take on the other competitor, but also have to live up to its own expectation, as the bar has already been set higher by its predecessor. Well, let's find it out in this video. Does the Xiaomi Redmi 4 lives up to the expectation that Xiaomi is well known for? My name is Sonam Dorje and you're watching the review of Xiaomi Redmi 4. Well, in terms of looks and design, the Xiaomi Redmi 4 looks as same as the Redmi Note 4, but of course in a smaller form factor, which is not a bad thing at all considering the Redmi Note 4 had an excellent build quality. The only significant difference is the placement of the camera. While the Redmi Note 4 had it on the middle of the back, and in case of the Redmi 4 it moves up to the top of the left of the side with a single LED flash. For those who always wanted the smartphone of a smaller form factor, they will be delighted to know that the Redmi 4 fits just perfectly into the hand and weighs only at 150 grams. The Redmi 4 is built out of all metal back, which gives it the premium look, and top at the bottom of the bar of the back of Redmi 4 is built out of plastic, as you can clearly tell the difference while looking at the color. The metal part of the body looks little fat as compared to the complete black on those on the bar. Separating the bar and the metal part is a line running through it, and it is the antenna for the network reception. The single lonely seating fingerprint sensor is extremely fast and accurate, and it has quite a functional as well. You can lock the apps using the security app, and even you can take a selfie while using your fingerprint sensor. At the bottom is the Mi branding and the written acknowledgement that it is designed by Xiaomi and assembled in India. The power and the volume key are on the right hand side and easily accessible, as well as it gives a nice feedback when pressed. On the left side is the hybrid SIM tray, where one can use two SIM card or a SIM card and a memory card, which is expandable up to 128 GB. One is to take one thing in mind: if you are using two SIM, then only primary SIM will allow 4G calls and data, while the secondary SIM will fall back to the 2G calls only. And for the dual SIM user, make sure that your SIM is in the slot 1, otherwise it won't work. The 3.5mm audio jack and the infrared remote can be found on the top of the device. I'm really impressed with the new updated Mi Remote app. Now it allows me to connect almost any home appliances that can be controlled by the remote. The new app is very easy to set up, and once you are done, then you turn it on every time it will work seamlessly. The micro USB charging port and the speaker grills are on the bottom, but only one of the grill is speaker. And talking about those speakers, they are adequately loud, and even at the higher volume they don't get any distortion. So it's a really improvement over the last year Redmi 3S Prime speaker. The front of the Redmi 4 features a 5-inch HD IPS display with 2.5D curved edge glass with a very thin bezels, and it is a new inclusion compared to the last year Redmi 3S. The display itself is vibrant and they renders the colors really well. It's a lot warmer compared to the Redmi Note 4. Of course, you can change the temperature in the settings, but even at the medium setting, it tends to be a lot warmer compared to any other devices. The blacks are really deep and it's bright enough that you won't have any problem using outside under the sunlight. The viewing angles is also good, and you can enjoy the movies with your friends without having any problem with the display. The 5-megapixel selfie camera and the speaker grill sit on the top, while the navigation buttons are on the bottom with the notification LED light. These buttons aren't backlit, meaning that you will be having hard times finding them in dark. The notification LED only has a unique color, that is white, compared to the multicolor that I had on Redmi 1S, which can be customized for different notifications. Overall, the build quality is really sturdy, and the metal at the back and 2.5D glass at the front gives the Redmi 4 a really premium look. But the Redmi 4 is very slippery, as it slips out every time whenever I keep it in my pocket and sit somewhere, and even it can slip out of your hands if you won't hold it tight. I dropped a couple of times and got a dent around edges of my phone. So use a cover as soon as possible, as this Redmi 4 is extremely slippery and the metal back is also very prone to sketches very easily. The Redmi 4 is powered by an octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 435 processor, clocked at 1.4 GHz, coupled with an Aderno 505 GPU. There are 3 variants of Redmi 4, one with a 2GB of RAM and a 16GB of storage, one with a 3GB of RAM and a 32GB of storage, and finally with a 4GB of RAM and a 64GB of storage. In a day-to-day usage, I didn't find any performance issue with the Redmi 4. It handles every app seamlessly that I threw on it. Redmi 4 runs MIUI 8.2 on the top of Android Marshmallow 6.0.1. With the Android Oreo 8.0 around the corner, their Marshmallow did feel a little bit outdated. But Xiaomi has rolled out the beta version of MIUI 9 with the Android Nougat 7.1. I really like the MIUI user interface even before I got a Xiaomi phone. Now the MIUI 8.2 is more stable and lighter. It ran very smoothly and didn't slow down while switching between the apps or multitasking. The MIUI brings a lot of software features to the table, such as the dual app lets you create a duplicate of the app and run differently at the same time. For example, you can create a duplicate of WhatsApp and run 2 different accounts at the same time. The second space lets you manage your work in 2 different spaces. Basically, you can use 2 different Google accounts to manage your applications as well as to keep your privacy. The new Gallery app lets you edit your photos and videos from Gallery itself. Now you don't need to install third-party apps to edit your videos. Another highlight of this software is the scrolling screenshot. Now you don't have to take 3 or 4 screenshots, instead just scroll through this entire content and then you have it. The whole content in one screenshot. As far as the gaming performance are concerned, I usually don't play heavy games on my smartphone, but those I played ran very smoothly and didn't face any issue regarding the performance. Though playing games online, the device got a little hot, but nothing sort of any concern that would feel too hot to handle. As far as the cameras are concerned, I have made a separate video regarding the camera review, so do check out that video if you are interested in more detail and the simple shots. The link for the video is in the description. To perform all these tasks in a given day is backed up by 4100 mAh battery, which in my usage found to be really good as it lasted almost a day and a half working days. Especially if you are on a mobile data, the battery tends to drain faster, but still you will get through a day with 30% remaining at bedtime. With that huge battery, it takes 2.5 hours to fully charge as it doesn't support the fast charging. But overall, I'm really impressed with the battery performance of the Redmi 4 and can always rely back on it. At last, I would say that Xiaomi Redmi 4 not just only manages to stand up to the expectation that Xiaomi has set up for itself with an excellent build quality, a great performance, a good camera quality in the daylight, and a great battery performance, but in fact, it has once again showed us how much our budget smartphone can be capable of. Form factor is something that I would really like to appreciate. With the Redmi Note 4, I only had a problem with its size. It always felt too big in my hand. Now, I'm really happy that the Xiaomi Redmi 4 is the perfect size for my hand. After using it for 3 months, I can surely recommend it to anyone looking for a great budget smartphone. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you like this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then do it for right now for more videos like this. And I hope to see you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.